say you can't do it. As a result, you took her home that night. I spent the whole night with him until the school beauty was limping. When leaving the bedroom, you smiled and asked who of us was the bad one. On the first day of school, because the appearance is too good, forgot to wear a mask. As a result, the 3 billion female classmates in the school showed their love wildly. Even the 70-year-old cleaning lady is vying to be your little baby. Because you were so frightened that you packed up your things and rented a house off campus that night. Unexpectedly, it turned out to be a shared apartment with the school beauty. Then the landlady looked at you two and said, "I understand your situation. Now I only have a 2-bedroom house here. Why don't you guys rent a flat together?" Hearing this, you turned to look at the girl next to you and said, "Do you agree?" The girl hesitated for a moment. Finally, he nodded. After all, he is also in some trouble now. If nothing goes wrong, he would not consider living with a strange boy. And the first impression you made on him was pretty good. What's more, the rent for this house is only 30,000 per month. The price is quite suitable. The landlady has no objection to you two. I signed a contract with you on the spot. After that, you each picked up your luggage and prepared to enter the room. At this time, the girl pointed to a room and said, "I want this." You nodded. Turn around and walk to another bedroom. I simply tidied up the bed and things. You lay on the bed and fell asleep. It was already past 7 p.m. in Gagnon. Are you going to go out for something to eat? Just walked to the living room. I saw a girl sitting on the sofa. I have taken off my mask. Only then can you clearly see her fair skin, beauty, long legs and big legs, paired with white snow. Simply, "I saw you coming out." The girl said calmly, "Now that we live together, some rules are better stated clearly in advance. What do you think?" Wen Yen. You nodded. "Tell me, first of all, personal belongings cannot be placed in public areas. If you are cleaning, we take turns taking charge, and you are not allowed to bring strangers home. You can't just enter the other person's room. Don't make strange noises at night either. Not disturbing others from hearing this." You nodded and agreed without hesitation, so I can accept it. If you have anything else to add later, you can bring it up. And I asked Brother Mu to stand up and prepare to leave. Seeing you agree so simply, Su Qingshu smiled. "My name is Su Qingshu." That's how you started living together. Early the next morning, you walk out of the room. When you found the living room empty, you didn't think much about where Su Qingshu had gone. I grabbed my backpack and rushed to school. Because it's almost late when you rush to the door of the classroom out of breath. This instantly caused all the girls in the class to exclaim, "What a handsome boy." I wanted to marry him, so I went to him after class to ask for his contact information. You ignore those looks and intrigues. I walked straight to the last row of the classroom and sat down. Before long, there were exclamations in the class again, because you played games until 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday. As soon as I sat down in my seat, I started to shiver until a familiar aroma reached my nose. You just looked up and saw. You were suddenly confused. "Mr. Qingshu. Qingshu, how could she be at Jiangchang University? And I'm still with you." I saw him walking away from you with an expressionless face, sitting in front of you. At this time, the head teacher also walked into the classroom. "Hello everyone. I am your main teacher. It is also your guidance. My name is Ji Boda. For the next 4 years, I hope we can get along well. If you encounter any difficulties, you can come to me. I will do my best to help everyone." After a passionate speech, entered the self-introduction phase. The students came on stage one after another. Soon, it was Su Qingshu's turn, sitting in front of you. I saw him walking to the podium with a cold expression. "Hello everyone. My name is Su Qingshu." The simple introduction caused a commotion among the boys in the audience. His surname is Su. Could it be that he is from the Su group? My aunt also goes to this school. He and my aunt are childhood sisters. She must be a sophomore senior. But it seems that I didn't take a break from school for long at that time. Is she still number one on the school beauty list now? So far, no one can surpass it. Listening to their discussion, you couldn't help but frown. I didn't expect that my identity as a roommate was not simple. That's not right. Why would his family rent a house if he has so much money? You shook your head. Put these doubts aside. If you don't think so much about your own affairs, why should you worry about other people's affairs? After everyone introduces themselves, it's the election session for class cadres. Other positions will be filled in soon. But when it was the monitor's turn, but no one wanted to run. At this time, the head teacher was a little dissatisfied. No one wants to be the monitor. This way I will make it clear. After saying that, he glanced around. Finally, I set my sights on you. Which classmate can you come up to run for office? Since you are betting, didn't realize the teacher was teaching until Su Qingxu knocked on the table. You just reacted. Subsequently, under the eyes of classmates, you walked up to the podium, hesitated for a long time. You just spoke. Teacher. Teacher, I don't want to be the monitor. After I finished speaking, the girls in the class all laughed. Handsome guy also has such an interesting side. I like it so much. The head teacher standing aside had a pale face. Brother Mu, please be serious. Otherwise, the squad leader will directly let you become a classical Chinese scholar. I could only stutter over my lines. Seeing this, the head teacher nodded with satisfaction. Good. The monitor has always been classmate Mu Gi. Hearing this, you suddenly look helpless. Life feels hopeless. This is a university. In the final analysis, the squad leader is still pretty useless. Still very busy. Thankless. You are not in a hurry to go home after school. Instead, I went to a nearby vegetable market. I bought some fresh ingredients. As soon as I got home, I saw Amelia Sue sitting on the sofa eating takeout. I see you coming back with dishes. He couldn't help but feel a little curious. After putting the school bag in the bedroom, then you walked into the kitchen. 10 minutes later, you brought 2 dishes to the living room. Just sitting down and thinking about eating wood, Guang glanced at Su Qingxu. After all, they have to live together for 4 years. I'd better let you let him. Then he told him that I made something. If you don't mind it, you can come over and try classical Chinese. Su Qingxu was slightly startled. Obviously, I didn't expect you not to invite him, seeing that most of the takeaway was eaten by me. After a slight hesitation, or decided to sit across from you. Thank you. And you're welcome. Unexpectedly, we are not only neighbors, still classmates. If you have any questions in the future, please give me some advice. Su Qingxu said kindly. My eyes are looking at you. I don't know why. The corners of her mouth raised slightly, like finding prey. You just have to lower your head to eat. Apparently not noticed. After eating, you are preparing to clear the dishes. Su Qingxu stopped you. To thank you for inviting me to dinner. Leave the dishwashing job to me. You can't refuse him. I can only let her wash the dishes. Looking at his back, you rarely breathed a sigh of relief. Even if you live in a room with someone of the opposite sex, at least nothing unpleasant happened. At night, Su Qingxu was lying on the bed playing with her mobile phone. Change your white feet beside the bed. There are no tall buildings in the school. Just then, the phone rang suddenly. The caller ID was her mother. She hesitated, still pressed the answer button. Hey, Xiaoshu, how is life in the heavy snow? After a while of silence, Su Qingxu replied calmly. Very good. Just 2 words. There was silence on the other end of the phone for a long time. Then came a lifetime of sighing hands. I'm sorry. Xiaoshu's mother is really busy recently. When Mom is done with this period of work, I just want to keep you company. No need. You get busy. Su Qingxu said casually. Do you have enough money to spend? Enough. Grandpa gave it to me. After saying that, Su Qingxu hung up the phone. Qin Han watched the phone being hung up. He shook his head helplessly. She did it because of work, and ignored my daughter's feelings. It wasn't like this before his father died. Subsequently, she picked up the photo next to her. In the photo, she and her husband hugged each other tightly. Chin Han nestled in her arms with a happy face. From that day, the bad news came. Everything has changed. Chin Han looked at the photo and said, "The eye sockets gradually became moist. After dinner is ready, you walked to Su Qingzhu's door and knocked. Time to eat." Su Qingzhu responded, "Put away your emotions." Then he opened the door. The aroma of rice is instantly inhaled into the tip of the nose. She couldn't help but swallow her saliva. "The rice you cooked tastes so good." While eating, Su Qingzhu said to you seriously, "That I want to talk to you about. I can't eat your food in vain." You looked at him and didn't say much about it. There's no difference between cooking for one person and cooking for two people. But you cooked this meal. Wouldn't it be unkind if I only gave out ingredients? You smiled and said, "If I didn't share the house with you, now I'm probably going to starve." After hearing this, Su Qingzhu thought for a moment. "Otherwise, I'll sneak you around. If you don't agree, I'll be embarrassed to eat it." Look at the serious look on his face. You nodded in agreement. After eating, Su Qingzhu took her clothes and went to the bathroom to take a shower. "I accidentally got my clothes wet. I had no choice but to come out wrapped in a bath towel. It just so happens that you are going to release water. Just walk to the living room." Then he saw Su Qingzhu standing at the door wrapped in a bath towel, eyes facing each other. The aura reacted as if it had solidified. Su Qingzhu screamed immediately, "You bastard gangster." Then he ran back to the room in panic. You were frozen in place. My mind was filled with what Su Qingzhu looked like just now. When you come to your senses, I found that I had a nosebleed. I quickly went to the bathroom and washed my face. On the other side, after Su Qingzhu changed her clothes, lying on the bed, her face was still red. On the first day of the shared apartment, I let this guy look at me. How should we get along with each other in the future? So embarrassing. The next day, Su Qingzhu got up early. Get ready to go into the bathroom to wash up. Just as I was about to turn around, I saw you coming out of the room. He glared at you angrily. You're a little embarrassed. Apologize quickly. Sorry. Next time, I will pay attention to Su Qingzhu's attitude when I see you. I won't pursue it anymore. As a result, you were impulsive, jokingly said. You are in really good shape. Hearing this, Su Qingzhu's anger instantly soared. Brother Mu, are you a bastard? You wait until I come back at night so that you can kneel down and beg for mercy. After saying that, Su Qingzhu snorted coldly. Then he closed the door. The corner of your mouth twitched slightly. No way. This girl won't do that to herself. Because Su Qingzhu was washing up inside. You can only wait obediently for her to come out before going in. So you sat on the sofa and played with your phone. 10 minutes passed. You noticed something is wrong. You came to the bathroom door and knocked. Stir. How long have you been in there? Why don't you come out? I'm about to explode. Hearing this, the corners of Su Qingzhu's mouth raised slightly. I just want revenge. He looked at the time and said, I haven't washed up yet. Just wait a moment. You stood at the door, pacing back and forth. Finally, you knock on the door frantically. Dear sister, dear aunt, please open the door quickly. It's really going to explode. You always regret it now. Okay. Why did you mess with him? Su Qingzhu heard your voice. Gradually, I couldn't laugh anymore. This guy calls his aunt. I'm so old. She also looked at the time. Then he opened the door. Before he could walk out of the bathroom, you rushed in with a single stride. I can't control that much. The next second, the sound of rushing water in the small river sounded. Seeing this scene, Su Qingzhu was stunned on the spot. Get out of here, you gangsters, you have no shame. After that, he walked out. At this time, his face was a little hot. I don't know why I've been spending the past 2 days with you. Although a little embarrassing, but you don't feel the way he should. He glanced in the direction of the bathroom. He chuckled lightly and went out to school. And after you finished washing, you looked at the time. You're a little worried that it's a sure thing that you'll be late. Then you trot along. Finally, after 10 minutes, you appear disheveled at the classroom door. The people in the class looked at him in a panic. Whisper. It seems that some great secret has been discovered. Handsome guys will be late too. Su Qingshu, who was sitting in the back row, saw this scene and said, I couldn't help but laugh. The head teacher's expression was also very bad. On the first day of class, someone was late. Let's talk about it. What happened to my squad leader? You looked at Su Qingshu in the back row and saw a proud look on his face. Not to mention he looks pretty good when he smiles. What happened this morning? It's not convenient for you to talk about it, so you lowered your head and said, I'm sorry, teacher. I overslept. Then the head teacher criticized you, then let you return to your seat. You gave Amelia Sue a hard look. Unexpectedly, he waited back without fear at all. There is still a smile on his face. It seemed like he was teasing me. You still did that after school. You packed your school bag and walked out of the classroom. Seeing this, Su Qingshu run to keep up. He smiled at you from behind and said, the squad leader is still holding a grudge. I saw you rolling your eyes. Hehe, he smiled. Are you trying to make it up to me? Then I want to eat boiled pork slices. The beautiful words you want to hear. You snorted coldly. Then he left without looking back. Su Qingshu knows you are angry. He also followed with a smile. I added you on WeChat. Do you agree? Why did you add me on WeChat? I sent you money. Hearing him say this, you took out your phone and approved his friend application. You click on the red envelope. I found out that Su Qingshu sent you 1,000 yuan. This is too much. That's all I have for now. It should be enough to last for a while. You looked at him a little confused. In the end, I saw nothing, and you took the money. Su Qingshu said again, when it's not enough, if you ask me again after eating, you each went back to your room to sleep. There was no knocking the next day. You come to a milk tea shop near the school. Just walked in. The store manager greets you with a smile. Your boy is finally back. The store manager's name is Jiang Qingming. When you came to apply for a part-time job, he took a fancy to your appearance, and you didn't disappoint her. Those girls who come to buy milk tea are all for you. You haven't come during this time. There are a lot of people missing from my side. You didn't lie when you shrugged. Came directly to his job. Jiang Qingming did take care either. She is aware of your taciturn nature. But even so, those girls were still chatting like crazy. At this moment, 2 female bosses came in at the door and brought 2 cups of milk tea. You walked out from behind holding a box of pearls. When he saw the person coming was Su Qing. You were stunned on the spot. Su Qingshu didn't expect you to appear here, also stunned, and Zhang Tingting, who was standing next to Su Qingshu, also opened her mouth. Not because of anything else. It's all because a handsome guy appeared here, so the 3 of them were in a stalemate. No one lied for a while. You were the first to react. What would you 2 like to drink? Zhang Tingting came back to her senses. However, there is still an unstoppable nymphomaniac look on his face. I want a cup of pearl milk tea. Have another cup of lemon grapefruit tea. You nodded after confirming. Wait a moment. Zhang Tingting pushed Su Qingshu Xiaosu. That man is so handsome. Su Qingshu responded expressionlessly. Zhang Tingting looked at where she was in confusion. You are not excited. Excited hammer. She is my classmate. No wonder you are interested in her. Hearing this, Su Qingshu Liu was not jealous. He glared at her fiercely. Don't talk nonsense. You are the only one interested in her. But Zhang Tingting looked like a nymphomaniac. Xiaoshu, I want to chase her. Sisters believe in love again. Hearing this, Su Qingshu bit the watermelon subconsciously. I feel a little sad in my heart for no reason. I don't know why I feel this way. Then he spoke and said, "Then come on. She's very popular." Zhang Tingting felt something was wrong with her tone. Suddenly he said with a smile, "It turns out you like her too." "Who said that?" "I don't like her." After saying that, Su Qingshu turned away in panic. In Zhang Tingting's opinion, this move is a tacit admission that our Bingshan school beauty is going to fall in love. "I won't rob you." Su Qingshu glared at him fiercely. "If you talk nonsense again, I threw you into the cesspit." Okay. I won't say it anymore." "Not yet." "Why do you always look so cold?" "It's scary. You'll scare the handsome guy away." As she was talking, Zhang Tingting stepped back slightly, seeing something is wrong. She was ready to run away at any moment. At this time, you are busy sitting at the milk tea counter, and there are two girls waiting for you, with little stars of admiration twinkling in their eyes. Seeing this scene, Su Qingshu felt sad. "I am a very popular roommate. If it's in a sunny spot, that's even better." Su Qingshu was shocked when she thought of this. When did he pay so much attention to her? When she came back to her senses, she saw Zhang Tingting smiling at her. Su Qingshu immediately blushed. "Tingting, what are you looking at me for? I've been looking at you for a long time. What are you thinking about?" Su Qingshu glared at her angrily. He took his own milk tea and turned around and walked out. After saying goodbye to Zhang Tingting, Su Qingshu returned home early. Lying in bed thinking about what happened today, all kinds of emotions were mixed for a while. Unknowingly, I took out my phone to send you a message. "Are you off work? Are you coming back to cook dinner tonight? You can reply later and come back later." When Su Qingshu sees your news, excitedly, I started beating on the bed, as happy as a child who has eaten candy. After an unknown amount of time, there was the sound of the door opening. Amelia Su immediately ran to the living room and saw you walking in with a lot of vegetables. So she smiled and said, "I'll help you wash the vegetables. I don't have to sit down, so there's no way for a girl to do anything." After saying that, you walked into the kitchen. Su Qingshu was sitting on the sofa, playing with mobile phone. After a while, you came out with 2 dishes while eating. Su Qingshu said to you, "Are you working part-time this afternoon?" "Yes." "Yes. I usually go to earn some pocket money when I'm not in class." "What's wrong?" Su Qingshu hesitated for a while. "Are you still short of people?" Hearing this, you look surprised at why you still have to hold on to your job. Su Qingshu nodded sheepishly. "If this request is too much for you, then forget it. Let me ask you for it. You have many questions in your mind. The daughter of the Su group. Will you still be short of money?" Time comes to the next day. You got up early. You don't want to be late again. And when you come out with your toothbrush, I saw Amelia Su brushing her teeth. So you can only sit on the sofa. I secretly complained in my heart. Maybe this is the inconvenience of sharing a house. After a while, Su Qingshu walked out. You still couldn't help but tease. "If you stay for half an hour like last time, am I going to be criticized again?" I heard you say that. The corners of Su Qingshu's mouth raised slightly. "If you are messing with me, there is something good looking for you." You rolled your eyes at him and said nothing. Went directly into the bathroom. After you come out, I found that Su Qingshu hadn't left yet. Then he opened his mouth and said, "Actually, you don't have to wait for me to hear what you said." Su Qingshu looked arrogant. "Stop being narcissistic. Okay. Who is waiting for you to finish speaking?" And then turn around and walk out of the room. The two of them walked on campus one behind the other. A well-matched couple that attracted a lot of attention. I really envy me. Look at how good-looking they all are. I will give birth to children in the future. Where to go? When Su Qingshu heard this, I couldn't help but blush with embarrassment. But I feel a little happy in my heart. I really cooperate with her. Although I am very happy, but still pretending to be cold. Just walked into the classroom. You were just thinking about going to the last row. Su Qingshu next to her stopped her and started to change it first. Looking at him like this, the corners of your mouth twitched. He wanted to speak but held back. Su Qingshu said with a smile, "Feel sorry. Are you looking for another location? Isn't this too bullying? I was also a boy at any time. Are you still afraid?" The next second, you sat directly next to him. Su Qingshu was shocked by your actions. React. His face was stained with halo. "Why are you sitting here?" "But you look like a gangster. I can sit wherever I want." Su Qingshu glared at you. Then he turned his head and ignored it. It was the first time since he was a child that he had such close contact with a boy. "It's still a bit unaccustomed to me." Looking at his red face, you groaned inwardly. "This guy looks angry. So cute too." Su Qingshu noticed your eyes. Suddenly, he stepped on your foot with force. The pain coming from below makes you take a breath. These girls are so strong. You couldn't help it. If you can't offend me, you can't hide. So you took out the textbook and started reviewing. 10 minutes later, you looked at Su Qingshu dissatisfied. "Haha, I can't kick that one twice. Can you help me answer this?" Su Qingshu nodded. "Not that I can take a look." Then he leaned over to you and explained to you seriously. "Feel the faint fragrance on his body. You don't." Instead, he lowered his head and looked at the position of his big thunder. So white, so big, so round. You couldn't help but blush slightly when you saw these. Soon, Su Qingshu finished speaking. "When I looked up, I found you staring at your white chest." Moment, he screamed. "Rogues have no shame." Then he covered his collar, looking at you with a panic look on your face. "You are also a little guilty. Don't get me wrong. I was just wondering how you broke this question down." Su Qingshu didn't argue with you. "Besides, he is a girl. How can I talk about this topic with you?" He turned away and took out the headphones from his bag. Then I heard the music. "You are secretly shocked. Is he not going to attend the class? But you didn't mind your own business. It's better not to offend my aunt. Get out of class, will be over soon." You just stood up and suddenly thought of something, turning around to look at Su Qingshu. "Do you want to see if there are any results for the part-time job you asked me to help you find last time?" Hearing this, Su Qingshu was a little excited. "Really? Is it that milk tea shop?" You shook your head and said, "Is it that the store manager does he need anyone? But I found a cashier job for you at the convenience store next door. I wonder if you are satisfied." I don't know what. When Su Qingshu heard that she was working with you, I feel a sense of loss in my heart. But he still smiled and said, "As long as you have a job, I don't pick." In that case, after I took you to take a look, the two came to the convenience store. When the landlady saw Su Qingshu, his brows furrowed slightly. Seeing this, you asked confusedly what happened. "No?" The landlady looked at Su Qingshu and said, "Can you endure hardship? I need you to do it, although I'm looking for a cashier. But actually, I have to move things every time I purchase goods." Then I thought about finding someone to help. Su Qingshu said with firm eyes, "Rest assured, if I can, I'll try it first." Subsequently, they started talking about salary. You turned around and went back to work at the milk tea shop opposite. After a while, Su Qingshu walked in with an ice cream. I saw her smiling face and saying, "Already negotiated. Thank you for your help. Let me have this job to thank you. I'll treat you to ice cream." Looking at her appearance at this time, I thought in my heart that he, a 1,000-pound lady, could really endure hardship, because you don't have enough time to commute to get off work in the evening. So you went home first. While Su Qingshu hasn't come back yet, you walked into the bathroom and took a shower first. When Su Qingshu came to the milk tea shop and saw me, she asked the boss, Zhang Qingming, and said with a smile, "He just got off work. You are his girlfriends. I think you are quite a match." After hearing this, Su Qingshu's face searched. Obviously, I did expect Zhang Qingming to say this. It's not like leaving a sentence behind. Then he ran out of the milk tea shop in a hurry, watching Su Qingshu escape. Jiang Qingming smiled teasingly. This brat is so lucky. As she walked on the road, Su Qingshu felt her face burning. We are just classmates. Why do they all think we have that kind of relationship? And when did he start paying attention to his random thoughts? Su Qingshu returned home. He took out the key and pushed the door open and walked in. Haven't reacted yet. As soon as I looked up, I saw you coming from the bathroom. Su Qingshu, who was still topless, was stunned on the spot. The next second, a deafening scream sounded. You rogue. You were also shocked. Seeing Su Qingshu coming back, you sped up and ran back to the bedroom. Su Qingshu was standing in the living room in a daze, thinking of your 8-pack abs just now. He couldn't help but blush even more. You leaned against the door and panted, Su Qin. I didn't expect Amelia Su to come back so soon. You said it was a coincidence or not. Is this God's will? Just then, suddenly there was a knock on the door behind me, accompanied by Su Qingshu's voice. Brother Mu, don't act stupid. Get dressed and come out to me. You were afraid for a while. It's over. It's over. It's over. This tigress couldn't be mad. When you opened the door, you saw Su Qingshu staring at you with anger on her face. What's the harm? This incident was purely accidental. What a surprise. Did you hear this on purpose? You looked away with a guilty conscience. Su Qingshu opened her mouth again and signed another clause in the contract. You are not allowed to be naked in the living room from now on. Next time I will definitely beat him up. When you quickly nod your head. It seems that I really want to change. It's really inconvenient to share a house with a girl. Just after class the next day, Jiang Tingting came to your classroom. When she saw you and Amelia Su sitting at the same table, there was a slight surprise on his face. Su Qingshu's deskmate, myopic boys and sisters. Are you dishonest? Tell me quickly, what is that boy's name? You actually let her sit next to you. Su Qingshu saw that she was being tried and controlled. My face felt a little hot for no reason. Not confident in your tone. It's not that we are just classmates seeing him like this. Jiang Tingting plays the bloody road. I didn't ask this. You are so nervous. Sure enough, you two have a story. Su Qingshu glared at him, turned around and walked out of the classroom, went to work in a convenience store. When I'm about to get off work in the evening, you walked into a convenience store. He was slightly startled when he saw you. Haven't you gotten off work yet? The store is a bit busy today, Friday. After saying that, you turned around and grabbed 2 bottles of beer. At this time, the landlady joked. Oh, Qingshu, your boyfriend came to see you again. Su Qingshu blushed and said, Auntie, don't make fun of me. We are just classmates. The landlady didn't speak, just shook his head. How could a person like him not know the relationship between the two? Back home, Su Qingshu went to the bathroom to take a shower. You were sitting on the sofa and playing with your phone. Just finished a can of beer. You feel a little sleepy. Then he went back to the bedroom to sleep. After Su Qingshu comes out, I saw the cans on the table. I looked in the direction of your bedroom again. I secretly complained in my heart. This guy can't just be a can of beer. Shook his head. Then he turned and went back to his room. When I wake up the next day, you asked and shouted as your body smelled so bad. I went directly to the bathroom to take a shower. After you come out, I saw Su Qingshu just standing at the door. I was looking at you with a resentful look on my face. You were shocked when you saw this. He subconsciously looked at his clothes. What are you doing? I'm wearing clothes today. Take a shower in broad daylight. 1 can of beer was too much yesterday. If you don't know how to drink, don't drink. What a shame. Damn it. Being laughed at by this girl. I was just too sleepy and fell asleep. Who drank too much? Su Qingshu walked into the bathroom and closed the door. In fact, he was awakened by suffocation. Come to the door. But I found you taking a bath inside. This made him angry. I almost broke the door down. After breakfast, Su Qingshu went to school first. When you come to the classroom, I found that my position was crowded with Ma Qingshu. You are back. Why don't you say anything to me? I only found out after reading the forum. And why don't you apply to the school? It's my freshman year again. Su Qingshu frowned. Zhang Hao. Am I familiar with you? Don't bother me when you're away from my starting point. There was a hint of coldness in Zhang Hao's expression that was imperceptible in his eyes. Didn't I come to see you too? I also have this for you. Unnecessary. Just then, you said with a cold face, blocking my way for you. Zhang Hao turned his head and looked at you. Who are you? You don't need to know who I am. This is my location. You are blocking my way. He was slightly startled. Lower your head subconsciously. I found a school bag placed next to Su Qingshu's position. A sour taste suddenly came to my heart. There was actually a boy sitting next to Qingshu. He never lets boys get close to you. After reacting, you spoke in a very bad tone. I'll stay here if I have something to do. In an instant, your expression turned cold. You must be talking to me. Zhang Hao was startled. But I still pretended to be calm and said, You are not allowed to sit here. At this time, Su Qingshu stared at him and said, Zhang Hao, don't be too cruel and haven't finished speaking yet. I saw you punch him in the face. Zhang Hao didn't react. I lay on the ground in pain. Just stood up to take action. The school bell rang. He had no choice but to take his little brother and leave the classroom. As he left, he pointed at you and said harshly, Just wait for me. Just when you are listening to the class, Su Qingshu looks towards you from time to time. Finally, he couldn't help but said, Sorry, got you into trouble. You looked at him and smiled. I didn't hear the sincerity in your words. Su Qingshu glared at you. I'm addicted to staring at my nose. Your grandfather said, You see how much people care about you. Otherwise, just promise me. Brother Mu. You bastard. I'm such a casual person. Besides, I don't like that kind of person either. You saw that he was a little angry. He said no more. In the evening, the school holds a freshman party. You are not interested in this kind of activity at all. I plan to stay at home. But the boss insists that this is a good opportunity. Milk tea will definitely be a hit. So you carried a box and sold milk tea among the crowd. With the host's opening remarks, the party officially opened. At this time you heard someone calling from behind, turning around. I saw Zhang Tingting and Su Qingshu. You came to Su Qingshu and said, Why didn't you go to work? It's great to take a day off and come and listen to music. My boss works overtime and oppresses me. Let me come out and sell milk tea. Listen to your complaints. Su Qingshu's mouth raised a smile. At this time, Zhang Tingting looked at your intimate appearance and said, Hey, I asked you to. Can you please keep it in check? I'm still here. Listening to Zhang Tingting's words, Su Qingshu was the first to kick him with a red face. You don't speak. No one takes you seriously. Zhang Tingting showed a wicked smile. Come on. Brother Mu Xiaoshu also wants to drink milk tea. Just come and complain to me. Su Qingshu glared at him. No. Don't talk nonsense about Brother Mu. You don't need to pay attention to him. The next second, you take out a cup of lemon and grapefruit tea from the box, passed it to Su Qingshu. Su Qingshu, who was preparing for you, was stunned. Zhang did not go to see him. This is not good. Take it. Take it. You couldn't help but put it into her hand. Then I brought Zhang Tingting a cup of milk tea. Then he turned around and went somewhere else. After you leave, Zhang Tingting said carefully, That's great. Xiaoshu even knows that you like to drink lime grapefruit tea. It was prepared in advance. Where have you come now? Su Qingshu was speechless for a while. We are not what you think. Has he ever kissed your daughter? Su Qingshu glared at him fiercely. I secretly complained in my heart. Let her chase him. As for his straight man Su Qingshu, thinking of how you used to be angry with him every time, He shook his head helplessly. Don't know why. Every time you make him angry, he just hates your mother. Soon the party came to an end. The host came on stage again and said, "Now we will have another small game at the end of the game. Choose someone to come up and show off their talents. There are new programs." Everyone became curious. Naturally, they cheered and agreed. Watching the red light in the forest move to a song, everyone was thinking about it. Afraid of having it shine on me. When the time comes, go up and show your face to shame. Suddenly this light shines on you. The corners of your mouth twitched. I thought to myself, if this person is unlucky, drinking water can make you choke. The two girls next to me were shocked. Brother Mu is awesome. Zhang Tingting did not think it was a big deal to say it out loud. Su Qingshu is planning to perform something. She also tilts her head to see if she is telling you a lie. But his expression has slowed down. The corners of his mouth were raised high. Apparently she wants to see you out too. Let us congratulate this classmate. Could you please come up? You hand the box to Amelia Su. Keep it safe for me. Finally, he walked up helplessly. Classmate, what are you going to perform? I'll just sing. Then what do you want to sing? An old song. The melodious accompaniment of the sea sounds. Then comes your magnetic voice. Su Qingzhu, who was standing in the audience in mourning, couldn't help but trembled when she heard this song. When Lin Bixu finished singing the song for the last time, he still stood there without regaining consciousness. He raised his head slightly, and then put down his words. The host came over and said, "I didn't expect that the junior skills were not bad. Sister Swu is almost falling in love with you." Lin Bixu's expression did not change. Just a polite word. "Thank you, junior fellow student, for the performance you brought us. This is a small prize for you, and we are preparing to thank Lin Bixu for participating." Ignoring those sour looks and walking down the stage, returning to the original place and looking at Qin Muxiu, who lowered his head. He took the box in his hand. Neither of them noticed anything was wrong with Qin Muxiu's situation. The show is over, also started to disperse. Zhang Tingting was very sensible and left first. Lin Bixu looked at him. Qin Muxiu's soft voice came, and Lin Bixu almost didn't hear what he said. She followed him and didn't care. Keep going. When Lin Bixu was walking, a jade hand grabbed his left arm. Lin Bixu came up with a clever idea. He stopped abruptly from wanting to jump away. What are you doing? If I hadn't known that there was no one else except Qin Muxiu, he almost took action. But even so, the first time a girl grabbed my hand, his face heats up quickly. The tips of my ears are red. I want to take my hand back. But Qin Muxiu held on tightly. There was a faint mist in Qin Muxiu's eyes. In dark situations, Lin Bixu didn't notice it. I just feel that he is in a bad mood. What's wrong? Can that song tell me why you wanted to sing that song? Lin Bixu was in a low mood. I can only sing that song someone else taught me. He has a special meaning to me. Is that person important to you? Qin Muxiu stared at him with disapproval for a moment, and his tone was more serious than ever. Lin Bixu may have thought of something. The mood is very bad. I don't care about the current situation of the two of them. It's a pity that I left him. Didn't even say goodbye. Qin Muxiu gritted her teeth. The situation is very dull. His hands were even shaking slightly. Lin Bixu withdrew his hand without leaving a trace. The opposite sex is so close to me. In the end, Wei Guai left. Qin Muxiu hesitated. Finally, I followed him. What's wrong? You look weird now. Qin Muxiu shook her head and said perfunctorily, "Bad mood." There was a complex look in his eyes as he lowered his head. So much so that he looked at Lin Bixu's back. Is the trance Lin Bixu, Xiao Bei's younger brother, really you? He compared Lin Bixu's figure with his own childhood memories. I actually found a few similarities. The name is also as big as the world. It's really a coincidence. Not hungry. I plan to cook some food and add some supplements. Lin Bixu suddenly said from the front. Qin Muxiu's expression remained the same. Finally, I took a deep breath. A fried chicken leg and a cup of grapefruit tea are not enough. Lin Beixu nodded. Then cook noodles. Back home, Chin Muxu sat on the sofa and looked at Lin Beixu's back busy in the kitchen. I couldn't take my eyes away for a while, although he knew that with just one song. There's also the coincidence of names, so it's a bit ridiculous to judge one from the other. So he wants to verify it now. Once it is verified that it is him, then he thought of Chin Muxu clenching her fists. I wish I could run over now and question Lin Beixu about what happened back then beat him up. In the end, reason brought him back. Come over for some noodles. Coming, Chin Muxu walked over. I saw 2 large bowls of noodles placed on the table. When Lin Beixu took out the beer he had collected earlier and drank it while Chin Muxu ate, her eyes kept tracing his body. Stop looking. You've seen it many times. There's something on my face. Lin Beixu raised his head and looked at you helplessly. Chin Muxu's tone was a little bad. Yes. Lin Beixu shook his head. He felt that this girl had become a different person since he came down. Chin Muxu also realized that her tone was not very good. In the end, I said nothing more. Eat in peace. In fact, his mind has drifted to other places. After having a meal, Lin Beixu got up and went to the kitchen to wash the dishes. Chin Muxu went to the bathroom to take a shower. Chin Muxu was lying on the bed tossing and turning. The impact on him today was quite big. He couldn't sleep. On the other side, Lin Beixu was quite tired. Listening to music, slept soundly. After today is the National Day holiday. They go to school for 8 days. During class, Hu Feng came over and said, "Is handsome guy Lin going home for the holidays?" Huai Lin Beixu responded without hesitation. "By the way, I haven't seen Grandpa for a long time. I'm thinking about going back and taking care of the elderly." What a pity. We won't go back to our dormitory. He also said we would go out to play together during the holidays. Hearing this, Hu Feng had no choice but to give up the idea of wooing Lin Beixu. Chin Muxu on the side listened to Lin Beixu's answer. He rolled his eyes and thought about something. Noon. Yet. Inti. He. Yet. Bit jet. Tight. Sutra. Of data. Test. Githi. Duty. The. When Lin Beixu was cooking, Chin Muxu stood at the door and looked at him. When Lin Beixu turned around to get food from the refrigerator, I saw him and asked why he was standing at the door. "Are you going back for vacation?" Chin Muxu asked. "What's wrong?" Suddenly asked this. "Can I go back with you?" Chin Muxu is exploring the way. Lin Beixu stopped what he was doing. The action is so fast. Just stood in front of him. "Chin Muxu, what do you think?" The tone was full of disbelief. No wonder he was so shocked. It was Chin Muxu's sudden hand that really startled him. A beautiful lady suddenly wanted to go home with me. It's a bit weird no matter how you look at it. Chin Muxu also knew that her request was abrupt. A rare blush. What did I see next? Pointing behind her. That dish seems to be burnt. My boss, Lin Beixu, ran back in a hurry. Chin Muxu. You old man. My muscles. Chin Muxu looked away in embarrassment. Let's talk about it later. The other dishes on the table were okay. There is a chicken dish that is fried a little darker. But it's a little dark. Most of them are good. You can still eat it. You can't blame me, Chin Muxu carefully said. Don't talk nonsense while eating. Lin Beixu didn't say anything. Eat in peace of mind. He picked up the blackened chicken. Bite off the blackened area. Eat in a good place. Even so, there is still a monster. Were you kidding just now or something? Lin Beixu looked at him with a strange look on his face. Why should I go back with him? Although the two of them are indeed very familiar, but not to this point. Chin Muxu looked up at him seriously and said, "My mother is very busy. It doesn't matter whether I go back or not. I don't want to go back either. It's boring to stay here. So I want you to take me in." Lin Beixu's tone has a pitiful tone behind it. Lin Beixu won his pleading eyes. I almost didn't come out. A strange feeling flashed through my heart. For a moment, I actually felt a little sorry for him, but he said it, okay, by some mistake. Lin Beixu didn't know why he agreed to him. It's like a subconscious action. Real. Thank you so much. Then Chin Muxu thought for a while, and added, "Mainly because the food you cook is so delicious. I haven't been able to eat for so many days." What a pity. Lin Beixu didn't say much. Come, if you want. It's not a big deal. Although it was also the first time for him to let his classmates come to his home. Certainly, Chin Muxu also has her own selfish motives. I happened to go and see where Lin Beixu lived. This way he can get more information about him. See if he is the little bamboo horse in your memory. You really fell in love with me. Chin Muxu smiled and said, "Maybe sharing a room with you was the best decision I made. I almost missed a chef." Lin Beixu smiled and said, "Who can say clearly about fate?" Anyway, at first he thought it would be good to have such a beautiful woman as his roommate. After a hard afternoon, when get out of class time came, cheers filled the campus. It's holiday. Lin Beixu and Chin Muxu returned home and started packing their things. Leave at night. Grandpa Lin Beixu's home is just over half an hour away by train in Anchang. Lin Beixu has very few things. He only carried a school bag. Chin Muxu had to pack a lot of things. Still in the room now, Lin Beixu was sitting on the sofa playing with his mobile phone, waiting for him. After a while, Chin Muxu walked out of it carrying a small suitcase. Too slow. Lin Beixu stood up. Don't forget to complain. There are a lot of things for girls, okay? You have some patience. Chin Muxu glared at him. This straight man. It's my first time at your house. Do you want to bring something for your family? Lin Beixu's breath became cold after hearing this, gritting his teeth. Then he calmed down. Need not. Save me and Grandpa. The old man doesn't need anything. Chin Muxu felt more and more strange. He also felt his emotional changes, watching his back intently. Brother Xiaobei, what happened to you? Night. Even the subway station was a bit crowded at this time. It's National Day. It's normal to have a large number of people. Many people are rushing home. Hurry up and follow. The slow Lin Beixu stood in front and couldn't stop urging. I'm still thinking about not taking him with me. Chin Muxu stepped forward angrily. Lin Beixu was shocked. Look at his aggressive look. I turned around and wanted to run. Chin Muxu grabbed the collar behind her back. Where else do you want to run? Lin Beixu rushed to his butt and was kicked. Then I had a suitcase in my hand. A man actually asked a girl to get something. I'll leave my stuff to you. Chin Muxu clapped her hands. As it should be said. Lin Beixu looked at him with a strange expression. Fortunately, his suitcase is not heavy. At this moment, Lin Beixu was thinking about such a light thing. It took him so long to clean up. What are you doing standing still? Go buy a ticket quickly. By the way, you also bought it for me. Lin Beixu carried his things to the ticket machine. Chin Muxu, who was waiting in line, sat on a stool in the distance and looked at him. Don't tell me that this feeling is good. After a while, Lin Beixu came back. He handed him a small round piece and left. Don't lose this thing. You make it seem like I've never taken the subway. Chin Muxu rolled her eyes at him angrily. This tone is like an older brother reminding his younger sister. He is obviously older than him. Lin Beixu smiled and said, Don't speak. The two of them walked towards the subway station, passed the security check, and queued up to board the train. At this point, there are still many people without seats on the bus. It was a bit crowded with luggage everywhere. Lin Beixu and others stood in the corner. At first, Lin Beixu could keep a distance from him. As the number of people increases, the two quickly stuck together. Smell the unique masculine scent coming from him. Chin Muxu's face immediately turned red. Don't get so close to me. Lin Bichu was speechless. I also want to have more people. There are people squeezing me from behind. Qin Mokshu then raised her head and looked around. Only then did he realize that he was surrounded by a crowded crowd, surrounded by Lin Bixiu, isolated by Lin Bixiu. He's pretty good. It's just that this posture is too embarrassing. Just past a few stops like this. There are more and more people. There is no reduction at all. And every time it starts or stops, the two of them are going to have close contact. Sorry. I tried my best. Lin Bixiu watched him carefully for fear that he would be killed for taking advantage of him. Fine. Just chase a little bit. Qin Mokshu's voice became softer and softer. When we got to the back, there were finally people getting off the car. The space is also a bit empty. Lin Bixiu immediately moved to the right. Don't turn your head and look to the other side. Qin Mokshu could even see his red ears. A bit cute. What's going on? Thinking back to the physical contact just now, Qin Mokshu also started to have random thoughts. The feeling of safety just now. This feeling of being cared for. Not for a long time. Just then, he felt someone touch his arm. Lin Bixiu reminded. Don't be in a daze. It's time to get off, Qin Mokshu responded. The train just happened to arrive at the station. The two got off the train and left the subway station. Qin Mokshu was sitting on a bench by the roadside. Lin Bixiu handed him the mineral water he bought from the convenience store. The car I ordered may take a while to arrive. Drink some water first to make you suffer. Qin Mokshu understood what he said. Road. Don't say that. I'm coming with you. At this time, Lin Bixiu's cell phone rang. It's Grandpa calling. Hello, Grandpa. I'm home. Soon. I'll be back in 10 minutes. After a brief chat. Hang up the phone. Lin Bixiu sat back again. The two continued to sit on the roadside and wait. After a while, there was light in the distance. Lin Bixiu saw the familiar license plate. I knew I had called the car. Is it Mr. Lin? A few minutes' drive away, the two came to an old city. Lin Bei repaired the car and led people into an alley. If I hadn't been prepared in my heart, Qin Mokshu thought he was taking her somewhere. When I came to a building, I opened the door and walked in. There are only scattered lights from upstairs, glowing faintly. Walked up the 5th floor and came to the door of a room. Lin Bixiu took out the key, opened the door and walked in. Answer. Even the living room is filled with various tools. Middle. An old man was sitting there. It looked like he was kneading dough. Grandpa Lin Bixiu shouted. Hear a familiar voice. Only then did the old man stop what he was doing. He turned around and said with a smile, Xiaobei is back. Zhang Yunwu looked at the woman behind him. This is my classmate who has something going on at home. We will stay here temporarily during this vacation. Zhang Yunwu looked at Qin Mokshu behind him and smiled. He also didn't expect that Lin Bixiu would take his classmates home. Still a female classmate. Anyway, my grandson can make friends. He was happy for Lin Bixiu. Good. What's your welcome name? Hello, Grandpa. My name is Qin Mokshu. What a good name. Come and sit. Lin Bei practices. Taoism. Let me settle my classmates first. I'll tell you later. Good. Lin Bixiu led someone into a room. This is considered a study room and is very clean. Basically, there is no need to clean it up. Is it okay for you to live here? What's not allowed? I'm not that delicate. Qin Mokshu rolled her eyes at him, and Lin Bixiu went out. Qin Mokshu put away her luggage and followed. Came next door. This is your room. Lin Bixiu's room is quite simple. White walls. A bed. There is a desk opposite. The bookshelf above is filled with various books. 5 years of college entrance examination. 3 years of simulation and everything. Lin Bixiu put down his things and walked outside. Just take a look at it. I'll go help Qin Mokshu. Go back to your room and prepare to tidy up. Lin Bixiu washed his hands, walked over. That next to him, skillfully wrapped the buns. Zhang Yunwu looked at him and smiled. Tell Grandpa what is going on with this classmate. Nothing. My classmate Zhang Yunwu smiled and said nothing. You will also bring your classmates back. Good. Lin Beiqiu didn't speak, wrapping the buns with peace of mind. After a while, Qin Muxu also walked out of the room. Took a stool. Sit on the other side. Let me help too. Need not. You two young people. You must be exhausted from this journey. It's better to take a rest. Just teach this old man these things. There is no way to keep guests busy. In the end, they couldn't resist these two people. Qin Muxu also helped. The packaging was not done well at first. Lin Beiqiu laughed at him. Qin Muxu puffed her mouth. I really want to beat him up. Zhang Yunwu laughed and said, Fine. Let me teach you how Qin Muxu stepped on him without leaving a trace under the table. Lin Beiqiu's eyes widened, looking at him in disbelief. His feet were quite empty. Qin Muxu ignored him. Follow the old man seriously and learn how to make buns. It didn't take long for him to make it look good, happy like a child. I can do it now too. Lin Beiqiu took a look at his masterpiece and said, Really good, although not as good as an experienced driver like Lin Beiqiu. But the looks are indeed passable. Zhang Yunwu watched the two bickering, just laughing from the side. The three of them were also working at the same time. While asking questions, Qin Muxu all answered. But when asked how the two met, Qin Mu, after thinking about it, or is it that the two of them live together? It does matter. That's how we met. The way Yunwu looked at Lin Beiqiu was different when he saw this picture. But I did say much. He is also someone who has experienced it and knows more about young people's affairs, allowing them to solve them themselves. Lin Beiqiu's mouth twitched. From the look on Grandpa's face, I knew that the old man had misunderstood, but it's hard to say much now. Qin Muxu looked at his expression with interest. Funny, he chose not to speak. The three people worked faster. Tomorrow's buns will be ready soon. Zhang Yunwu put all these things in the kitchen. All right. You two, go take a shower and rest. Thank you for your hard work. Work as soon as you get back. Lin Beiqiu took the people back to the room. Looking at him, he asked, What do you have that you didn't bring? I'll go out and buy it for you. If you don't have any, bring them all. Then you go take a shower first. Lin Beiqiu didn't say anything. I turned around and went back to my room to wait for him to take a shower. Zhang Yunwu called Lin Beiqiu over. Put a bottle of beer in front of him. I bought a glass of white wine, although the double standard Grandpa said so. But Lin Beiqiu opened the beer and drank it. Zhang Yunwu raised his head and sighed. It's good to drink some brats. That's all I have in my collection. Lin Beiqiu smiled and said. He also knew that Grandpa only drank when he was happiest, and apparently he is back. A summer vacation plus the beginning of school. Lin Beiqiu hasn't been back for at least 3 months. Good. It's been so long. My spirit is much better than before. Smile more. Don't do that. My own Lin Beiqiu's Chendao is done. It's okay not to mention the old memories. Good. What about that girl? How are you two doing now? Zhang Yunwu asked, changing the subject. What could happen? Zhang Yunwu, an ordinary classmate, looked at him. My old man is not blind yet. No matter how you two have an unusual relationship, you can also gain enlightenment. Thinking about finding a girlfriend, Grandpa. Don't ruin other people's reputation by talking nonsense. Lin Beiqiu was not in a good mood. I didn't expect such a little old man to have a gossipy heart. While the two were chatting, Qin Muxu also came out of the bathroom after taking a shower. I saw the two of them drinking again. He said immediately, Grandpa drinks too much wine. Not good for the body. This brat insists on drinking with me. I won't drink anymore. Lin Beiqiu's mouth twitched. This can also depend on him. Qin Muxu came to him aggressively, stretched out her hand and gave it to me. Lin Beiqiu was trying to find a way to finish the bottle. Only this one was not enough. Lin Beiqiu glanced out of the corner of his eye. I saw the old man covering his mouth and snickering. Finally, I reluctantly handed him the wine. Watching him spill the wine in the sink, finally threw the jar away. Lin Beiqiu feels distressed. I could still drink it when I was in the apartment before. I won't give you anything to drink as soon as you come back. Why are you so domineering all of a sudden? Zhang Yunwu stood up with a smile. Xiaobei, go take a bath quickly. I had already washed my clothes. Lin Bixu got up depressed and went to the room to get clothes. Qin Muxiu stood at the door. In the end, he said that drinking alcohol is harmful to the body. You are quite wordy. I feel agreed. Coming back is a bad thing. Lin Bixu said jokingly. It's too late. I'm here anyway. Even if he is killed, he will not go back. Qin Muxiu clenched her fists. I really want to beat him. If I hadn't he suspected that you were Xiaobei's younger brother. I don't care about you. I'm kidding. It seems that my grandpa likes you very much. Besides, the first half of what I said is true. After saying that, Lin Bixu ran away. Qin Muxiu was left alone in a daze. But he soon figured it out. Doesn't this just mean that he is long-winded? Lin Bixu and Qin Muxiu turned around and saw nothing but the bathroom door that had been closed long ago. He was so angry that he turned back to the study. Lin Bixu was taking a bath in the bathroom and listening to Qin Muxiu's previous roar. The corners of his mouth were raised. I feel like I have made a living. Finally, he went back to his room whistling happily. The next day, Lin Bixu's biological clock was immediately adjusted back. Got up at around 4 o'clock. Mr. Zhang looked at his grandson helplessly. Why don't you sleep a little longer? What are you doing up so early? Used to it. Lin Bixu held the box indifferently. Talk less. Be careful going down the stairs. Mr. Zhang's bun shop is very close across the alley to the street outside. But it's too far for the elderly. Most breakfast restaurants usually get up at 3 or 4 in the morning to work. But Mr. Zhang just thought to always make his steamed buns and shumai the night before. Keep it at home. Then I get up at around 4 o'clock. Move the preserved buns from home to the store one after another. When I get off work at noon, I clean the store. Just go buy ingredients. Chop the fillings to make steamed buns at night. Arriving at the store, Mr. Zhang opened the rolling shutter door. Simply clean up the store. Put the buns you brought in the steamer and steam them. Lin Bixu said. I'll go back and bring the rest over first. Good. Mr. Zhang looked at his back and smiled. At least having this brat is really convenient. After a few more trips, Lin Bixu also stayed in the store and started helping. The sky is gradually getting brighter. When Lin Jing's people came over to buy steamed buns, Lin Bixu helped entertain them. Not long after, Lin Bixu's cell phone vibrated. It was a message from Qin Muxiu. Asked them where they went. Lin Bixu told him the address. Let him come on his own. Laojiang Baozi shop. This is the name of the store. When Qin Muxiu came over, she saw the two of them busy. What time do you get up? Qin Muxiu's movements were not slow either. Joined the ranks of busy goods. It's about 4 o'clock, right? Qin Muxiu paused. There are times when I meet a pig like you who is so diligent. I've never seen you so early in school. Lin Bixu's mouth twitched. Everyone is feeling bad. You're so fucking different. He. What's the difference? Qin Muxiu fought back without giving any face. Lin Bixu had nothing to say. A middle-aged man stopped at the stall at the door and was angry with Lao Zhang. Lao Li looked inside. My eyes lit up. Little Bei's mother is back from vacation. Lin Bixu smiled and said, Uncle Li is getting ready to go to work again. Yes. Not even National Day. Isn't it? It just for living? Lao Li looked at Qin Muxiu again and saw that Xiaobei was back with his girlfriend. Qin Muxiu blushed when she heard this. At a loss. Lin Bixu was the first to say, Just classmates. If you have something to do at home, come and stay with me for a few days. Qin Muxiu clenched her fists. What's going on with this disgusting tone? So indebted. Lao Li obviously didn't believe it, and after chatting for a while, he took his buns and left. Lin Bixu jumped out and stepped out, ran away. Qin Muxiu was chasing after her. The two of them chased each other on the street in the early morning. Just stop. I've had enough of you. I must beat you. I wanted to do it yesterday. This guy's mouth is so annoying. Only a fool would stop, Lin Beishu was thinking. On the contrary, it speeded up. Seeing this, Qin Muxu also sped up and followed. Not only did the distance between the two not widen, on the contrary, it gradually shortened. There are quite a lot of people here. There are also roads. Lin Beixu didn't dare to go too fast. Thinking of a park not far away, it's safer there. The two of them ran in tandem. Qin Muxu followed into the park. There are also many old people who get up early here to dance in the square in the early morning. Lin Beixu hid behind a bench in the park. There is greenery blocking the front. It's really not easy to find. Lin Beixu saw that there was no one left. Then he breathed a sigh of relief. Damn, this girl has such good physical strength. He was almost exhausted. Didn't eat breakfast? After running for so long, my stomach hurts so much. He should have run far away. Yes, Lin Beixu. I had time to breathe a sigh of relief. Hear a familiar voice. He raised his head stiffly. Then he saw Qin Muxu folding her hands on her chest. Lin Beixu looked at him playfully and showed embarrassment. A polite smile. Get up and run. As a result, because I was half squatting, not fast enough, Qin Muxu grabbed her by the collar easily. Then he sat on the stool and ran. You keep running, Qin Muxu sneered. Qin clenched his fists to show his anger. Lin Beixu shook his head and couldn't run anymore. Take a break. Oh, Qin Muxu didn't give him a chance at all. Fight him with fists and kicks. Lin Beixu could only raise his hands to resist. I wonder why you still have strength. Please be gentle with the heroine and spare her life. Qin Muxu vented all her anger in the past few months. The mood is so refreshing. Lin Beixu was now pressed on the chair by him. Holding one of his hands behind his back was a bit like catching a prisoner. Mock up. Have you had enough of fighting Qin Xingxing with me? Please let go of me first. Mainly because this posture is so embarrassing. The uncles and aunts passing by couldn't bear to look at it. They all quickened their pace. Lin Beixu could still hear an old man complaining, "Wow, today's young people are really good at playing." Looking at her reddish ears and shoulders, Qin Muxu didn't know why. Then the idea of moving him came up. Call Sister Sheng to come and listen. This way, I will let you go. Why should Lin Beixu be just because I am older than you? How do you know that you must be better than me, Lin Beixu? Who is not convinced of Qi Dao? Qin Muxu, startled. It almost came out. He concealed it by saying that no matter what, I have been cultivating my blood for a year. I think she's your senior sister, right? Just call her sister, for simplicity. Forget about the old rules. We are now in the same class. Qin Muxu sneered. Raise your fist. I have plans to take action again. Lin Beixu tensed up when he saw it. Qin Muxu, who was about to be beaten, saw that he was looking forward to death. He let go of her uncomfortably. I originally wanted to play a little longer. Anyway, I'm definitely older than you. There is nothing wrong with you calling me sister. Lin Beixu stood up and patted himself. I moved my sore waist. Humph. I don't believe how many years you've been there. I'm just counting the time. Qin Muxu happens to be 20 years old. Lin Beixu felt a little guilty after hearing this. Helpless. 04 happens to be 18 and 2 years younger than Qin Muxu. For her, time can also be counted as Qin Muxu's lips and feet curled up in joy. That's... Brother Xu. Lin Beixu blushed and turned away. Anyway, it's hard for him to call her sister now. Qin Muxu smiled and said nothing. I don't know if I was this guy when I was a kid. I come here to play with myself every day. I don't feel tired of calling my sister after me. Like a little follower. I'm hungry. Lin Beixu twitched his mouth. I thought you were always full of energy. Qin Muxu raised her fist kindly again. Where to eat? Come with me. Lin Beixu stood a little further away, helpless Qin. Seeing his scared look, Shui said. He also followed with a smile. Lin Beixu took him to the street. Qin Muxu saw that this was not the way home, asked curiously. Why don't you go back to eat? I really want to eat the steamed buns made by me. My grandfather can sell as much as he can alone. We don't want to steal from those who need it. If I have a chance, I'll make the same food for you next time. Chin Muxu didn't say anything more, followed him to a noodle shop. The noodles here are quite delicious. Just eat here. Because Chin Muxu said it casually, Lin Beixiu ordered 2 portions of noodles. After a while, the boss brought 2 bowls of noodles and placed them on their table. As soon as Chin Muxu ate it, it tastes really good. Very delicious. After eating, Chin Muxu took the lead in rushing to pay. Then he walked outside. Guess my Chin Tian is in a good mood after having a younger brother. Originally, he wanted to thank Lin Beixiu for letting him live here, but I am afraid that he will be proud of himself. What amazing words to say. I'm so angry that I'm half dead. After much thought, it's better to hurt him. Lin Beixiu's originally calm heart was shattered by him in 2 or 3 times. I'm going crazy. When did I admit it? Try it. It's okay if you don't admit it. Lin Beixiu walked forward quickly. Chin Muxu also followed with a smile. The 2 of them quarreled all the way back. There are still people coming to the breakfast shop to buy something. The 2 of them walked in. Mr. Zhang smiled when he saw this and said, "Didn't you go out to play?" Back so soon. He saw Lin Beixiu swish and ran out. Then Chin Muxu was young. It's good to be energetic. Lin Beixiu's mouth twitched. The play is not over yet. Just got a beating. Lin Beixiu said nothing. Chin Muxu didn't expose him either. Moved the phone box back with him. At home, Chin Muxu watched him busy. Said, "Can I go to your room and have a look? Is there anything nice to see in my room?" Lin Beixiu put away the things in his hands. Looking at him, he said, "As the host, why don't you invite guests to visit? I don't know what's good to see." Lin Beixiu led him to his room. Last time it was just a quick glance. Now I can clearly see that the bookshelf on the table is full of books. Chin Muxu casually took a copy of 53. It's full of notes. I flipped through it casually. It's all written all over. Chin Muxu looked at his little bamboo horse in disbelief. She was still a top student and met his eyes. Lin Beixiu's heart couldn't help but feel a surge of emotion. "Why are you so good at studying while watching me?" Chin Muxu made a sound. Continue flipping through the desk. There are also several novels. Then there are the papers. Chin Muxu saw a paper by chance. He pulled it out tentatively. Lin Beixiu saw his actions. "What else do you want to say?" Just about to step forward. It wasn't Chin Muxu who hid the test paper behind her back. I saw Lin Beixiu clenching his hands nervously. Even if that test paper is so far away, he can also see the dazzling whiteness. Even after the precipitation of time, it is still so white. The bright red spirit duck egg in the upper right corner was so exciting that Chin Muxu laughed to himself. Real. If you choose any multiple choice question, you won't get 0 points. Chin Muxu took a look and said, "Slowly recite. Rotten wood cannot be carved." The last 3 exclamation points are real. As you can imagine, Lin Beixiu was too embarrassed to see anyone. Chin Muxu continued to turn over some other test papers. Lin Beixiu couldn't help but said from behind, "Can I see something else?" No. I think your test paper looks good." Lin Beixiu and Chin Muxu flipped through some other test papers. "When you still have 120 points. I took the wrong test paper from the wrong person. Can't I take the exam myself?" Lin Beixiu retorted angrily. After reading this, Chin Muxu also understood. This kid just didn't study hard at the beginning. Later, the prodigal son came back. "I really want to hear stories about your childhood." These words are Chin Muxu's true words. He really wanted to know what Brother Xiaobei went through later. Lin Beixiu rolled his eyes. Noon. Mr. Zhang also came back from the store after finishing his work. And Lin Beixiu also started cooking. Chin Muxu and Mr. Zhang sat together and chatted. "Did Grandpa Beixiu learn his cooking skills from you?" "A little bit, right? But he learned most of it himself. He felt sorry for the old man. So when he was there, he cooked the food himself." I can actually find a relative. Chin Muxu looked at Lin Beixiu's back. I felt distressed for a moment. Looking at the situation, he knew something had happened in Lin Bixu's family. But now he also knows that he shouldn't ask these questions, even if he has confidence in his heart. But speaking of, it's better not to talk outside. It's time to eat. Lin Bixu greeted the two of them. Qin Muxu walked over to help serve the dishes. Mr. Zhang looked at one or two dishes to go with the wine, very speechless. You brat. You mean it on purpose. I don't know what you keep saying. In the end, the two of them were supposed to have a drink together. In the end, all I could do was drink. And this time, Qin Muxu also forcefully proposed to wash the dishes. Lin Bixu argued. But he remembered his tactics in the morning, shook his head. He left the kitchen helplessly. In the room, Qin Muxu looked at the call from her mother, still took it. Is Xiao Shu going home for the holidays? Qin Muxu hesitated for a moment. He said he wouldn't reply. The school is very busy. No time. Oh well. Qin Han's disappointed voice came from the other side of the phone. Going back would be boring anyway, wouldn't it? Are you free during the holidays? Qin Han was silent. He was thinking of letting Su Yun take her out to play. Then please pay attention to safety at school. After I told my family that I had no money and hung up the phone, Qin Muxu was lying on the bed. There is no change in his expression. Ever since I went to college, he rarely asks for money from his family. She also wants to thank her grandfather. If it weren't for the money given by Grandpa, he won't meet Brother Xiaobei because he doesn't have enough money, sharing a room with him. With the next thing in the office, Qin Han looked helpless when the phone was hung up. Her daughter's attitude towards her is still very positive. Just then, there was an extra glass of water in front of him. It was Su Yun who thanked Xiao Yun. Su Yun smiled. It's about Xiao Xu's hair again. Yes, I was thinking that when he came back, you would take her to play. Useless, Sister Han. Your mother-daughter relationship still cannot be eased. Su Yun's persuasion, and the male classmate Su Yun's words have ended. Qin Han also understood. Since the last investigation of Lin Bixu, the two of them knew all the information that Lin Bixu could find. I also know that he will rent with Qin Muxu again. There is also the matter of Qin Muxu's part-time job. Originally, Qin Han wanted to be tough and not let her do this. As the daughter of the Qin family, even if the company falls into a trough, Qin is still not in short supply. What's more, sharing a room with a boy, whatever you say, something will happen. Qin Han was very worried. Thinking of his daughter's temperament and Su Yun's persuasion, Qin Han finally gave up the idea. But a man and a woman alone lived together in the same room. Qin Han was still worried, if possible. He even wanted to buy a house for Qin Muxu to live near the school. So be it. When the vacation is over, go to Tianxinshu to see Xiao Xu again. I'm not very reassured, especially that guy. Qin Han frowned and looked suspicious. Well, let's check another thing. Take a nap at noon to replenish your energy. Mr. Zhang will go out to buy ingredients in the afternoon. Ask Lin Bixu to accompany his classmates for a walk around the area. Lin Bixu glanced at Qin Shui and still wanted to refuse. She won't take this crazy woman out. Isn't it nice to stay at home? Qin Muxu replaced Lin Bixu, who was lying on the sofa, and hurry up. Didn't you hear what Grandpa said? Take me out to play. What's so fun? Otherwise, you can go back to sleep. Go to sleep. Look at your lazy pig look. So weak. I just ran for a long time and it didn't work anymore. Not much exercise yet. Qin Muxu said with hatred that iron cannot become steel. I think it's okay. Qin Muxu cracked her knuckles. His face was full of threats. Hurry up. Lin Bixu, who was finally forced to turn on his phone, took him for a walk nearby. I didn't have time to see the park before. Take him for a walk this time. This is Yanjiang Park. Lin Bixu is standing on the fence. In front of us is a vast river. There is a bridge on the opposite side. There are several fishermen fishing under umbrellas. Qin Muxu looked at his back. I can already feel that his emotions are wrong. After hesitating for a while, he said, Your parents have gone out to work. Lin Bixu had already put his hands on the fence and turned his head. His eyes are full of complexity. More of it is still cold. He said coldly, "Divorced. Divorced. Don't want me. I will live in silence with my grandfather. Sorry." I don't know that Chin Mukshu was shocked inside, still feeling a little bit distressed. I don't know how to comfort him. He. Defeat. It's all over. Lin Beiqiu lowered his head, although it is past, but the pain in my heart. It will take a long time for it to heal. He doesn't act as calm as he appears on the surface. Who has never wanted to act like a spoiled child in the arms of their parents, enjoy meticulous care? It's a pity that Lin Beiqiu was ignorant of this long ago. Leave him alone. Just when he was still dazed, a soft body held his hand. Will this make you feel better? Chin Mukshu's face turned red. I don't know how many times this has happened. Lin Beiqiu's face is the same as his. Not redder than him. You. Please let go. Lin Beiqiu finally pulled his hand back. If you can. You can see several big question marks on Chin Mukshu's head. Are you looking at something? I feel like you are just a female gangster. He tries to take advantage of me every day. Lin Beiqiu looked wary. Lin Beiqiu, you bastard. Lin Beiqiu, when he ran away and chased me in the park, it was obviously you who took advantage of me. Why are you still hitting me? Stop talking nonsense and come here to be beaten. Chin Mukshu chased after him angrily. In the room, Lin Beiqiu lay faceless on his bed and took a deep breath. It really hurts. Lin Beiqiu's mouth twitched. He felt that he would not be able to talk nonsense next time. This girl is too cruel. Lin Beiqiu was lying on the bed. Looking back on the previous details, I always feel that Chin Mukshu has changed a lot. Sometimes Lin Beiqiu really can't stand that temper. I always feel that the relationship between the two goes beyond the relationship between classmates. And I can indeed feel a familiar feeling in her, especially when she grabbed her hand to call her sister. This long-lost title reminded Lin Beiqiu of the past. Lin Beiqiu shook his head. Put these thoughts out of your mind. It shouldn't be possible. Brother Xiu came out to cook. Lin Beiqiu's mouth twitched. You're so special. In the end, Lin Beiqiu still couldn't say anything. After going out, he turned to look at Chin Mukshu and turned away with a bitter face. Chin Mukshu. At least Yang Qi, this brat, finally knows how to stop talking. The opening of your mouth can make people so angry that they can be beaten several times even though it is not enough. Night. Mr. Zhang takes care of preparing the buns for the next day. The two continued to help. This time Mr. Zhang also asked. Chin Mukshu told what happened between the two of them at school. Lin Beiqiu felt there was nothing to say. Chin Mukshu told him about the death of the squad leader during military training in a shared class by chance. Mr. Zhang looked at the two of them with a smile and listened quietly. Good. Xiaobei can have such a good relationship with a classmate like you. I'm happy too. Soon, the buns are finished again. The time has come to around 10 o'clock. Lin Beiqiu asked him to take a bath. I would tidy up the messy living room myself. Chin Mukshu originally wanted to help the remaining ones, but neither of them let him take action. He had to take a shower. In the room, Chin Mukshu's hair. There was a knock at the door. Lin Beiqiu came in with a few bottles of milk. Apparently he had just taken a shower. My hair is still wet. Grandpa asked me to give you a glass of milk to help you sleep before going to bed. Good. Thank you. Are you still used to living here? Very good. I'm very happy, Chin Mukshu said sincerely. Thank you for taking care of me. Arriving at Lin Beiqiu's side, only then did he realize his family. The feeling of family affection. It feels good to have someone taking care of you. That's good. Lin Beiqiu walked out. Go to bed early. The next day, everything was as usual. Lin Beiqiu got up early to help Chin Mukshu. Then he rushed to the store to help. What really made him helpless was, I just can't get up. Lin Beiqiu obviously slept like a pig in school. You can get up early to see the ghost when you get home. One morning, Qin Muxu was also suffering and hungry. The techniques become more and more skillful. It also received compliments from some guests. The neighbors are all acquaintances. As news spreads, current events spread. Many people know it. Lao Zhang's grandson brought home a girlfriend. When they meet, they always praise Qin Muxu. Qin Muxu blushes. At this moment, I don't even know what to say. Lin Bixu helped explain. He laughed and chatted with the aunts and uncles. After people leave, Lin Bixu said to Qin Muxu, "Grandpa and aunt, don't mean any harm, just curious." "No." "Oh, wood. No, wood. No. Uh, uh, what? 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 What he? I, yeah, for you. I think this is very good. Qin Muxu also felt that the atmosphere was very warm. It was also his first time feeling it. In the past, when he had no chance, he would just stay at home and be bored. The smoke and fire in the world, the most annoying thing. The busy morning is over. Qin Muxu accompanied the two men home. Later, Mr. Zhang smiled and handed the 2 buns to Qin Muxu to try the buns we made ourselves. Qin Muxu was flattered and took it. Grandpa knows. He didn't expect that Grandpa would leave him 2 buns and was very touched. "Thank you, Grandpa." Petit. This scene reminded Qin Muxu of her childhood when her grandmother secretly prepared delicious food for herself behind her mother's back. "This bun is extremely delicious. Grandpa is delicious. Everything cooked by Lin Bixu is delicious. Just praise Lin Bixu. Why did it also cause harm to him? Maybe the one you ate was made by me?" Haha. Qin Muxu rolled her eyes. Noon. Mr. Zhang is also preparing to cook. Daki and Yitu will let you have a taste of my craftsmanship later. Qin Muxu smiled and nodded. I also did. To forget to urge Lin Bixu, hurry up and help. "Why don't you go?" Lin Bixu said accurately. Even if Grandpa didn't let me go to Lin Bixu, he would go to the kitchen to work. A hearty lunch is ready at noon. Girl, don't dislike it. Just make this your own home. Iggy. Qin Muxu responded. Dawn, to forget to add some extra dishes to Mr. Zhang. Mr. Zhang laughed out loud. The more he looks at Qin Muxu now, the more he likes her. Lin Bixu looked on in shock, feeling like he was an outsider. In the afternoon, Mr. Zhang gave Lin Bixu some money. Tell him not to be so stingy. Take people out for fun. Lin Bixu was very reluctant. I'm afraid that girl will go crazy again. Mr. Zhang looked at Lin Bixu's expression when he hit him. He patted his shoulder angrily. Hurry up and improve the relationship between your classmates. Really, idiot. Lin Bixu frowned. I always feel that my grandpa looks weird. Lin Bixu was walking in front on the street, with a bad look on his face. What's wrong with Qin Muxu following behind? Look like someone owes you money, Qin Muxu asked knowingly. After all, the two of them had a lot of conversations later. He heard it all. Obviously, Lin Bixu just didn't want to take him out to play. Lin Bixu rolled his eyes. Don't speak. Anyway, my grandpa asked me to take you out to play. You can play whatever you want. I forget it. Are there any sports venues nearby? There is a basketball court where you can also play badminton. Lin Bixu thought for a while and said, Then go and play there. You can play basketball. The tone in the second half of the paragraph is somewhat questioning. Lin Bixu was so angry that he gritted his teeth. What do you mean? Nothing. Compare with me. Qin Muxu said provocatively. Who is afraid of whom? Lin Bixu could bear to fight back immediately and said. The two glared at the flowers that seemed to burst into the air. In the indoor court, Qin Muxuezhan was dribbling the ball under the ball frame. Since there is a competition, There must be bets. What do you think? What do you want to bet on? Chin Muxu showed a successful smile. It's not too much to ask for the ball if I win. Tight for life. Lin Beichu's mouth twitched. How persistent is he in this? Did I win? So what do you want? Chin Muxu asked. I want a death-free gold medal. It still hurts when you hit someone. Lin Beichu thought for a while and said. Chin Muxu chuckled. Throw him the ball. Okay. Lin Beichu threw the ball back again. This is it again. The rebounds are all behind him. Chin Muxu pouted. Don't let this opportunity go to waste. He turned around and made a gorgeous head jump. Head towards the backboard behind you. Perfect hit. Yi said. I got 1 point first. See who gets 1 point first. Lin Beichu took the ball from him. Nothing was said. Rushing towards the backboard, Chin Muxu also bent and stretched or defended herself against the collision. Lin Beichu made a false shot to the left. In fact, it rushes to the right. A very simple move. Chin Muxu didn't guard against it. Watching him shrug in his head. I underestimated you. Lin Beichu threw the ball to him. He always felt that the other party was letting off steam now. The two continued to play. Sweet soaked their clothes. The competition has also entered a fierce stage. The score is 4-6. Lin Beichu see Chin Muxu 6. Lin Beichu didn't expect him to be so powerful. He was actually compared to me. Hurry up and fix it, brother. You don't have just that much strength. Lin Beichu's mouth and feet twitched. Halftime. Sure enough, there is a lack of exercise. Chin Muxu did not refuse. Follow him to the chairs in the rest area. You know again. Sit in position. Chin Muxu watched him turn around and go to the vending machine in the corner. I bought 2 bottles of water and gave him one. Then he sat next to him. Otherwise,